Good morning, students. Today we are going to read the poem The Duck and the Kangaroo, written by Edward Lear. Here, this poem is about two friends, duck and kangaroo. Two friends, the duck and the kangaroo, are about to set out on a long pleasure trip. They are just going on a trip. The kangaroo, though happy to carry the duck all the way on the tip of his tail, is wary of her wet feet. So, how do they go on a trip? The duck rides the kangaroo on the tip of his tail, and kangaroo, though he is happy to carry, doesn't mind it, but he is worried about duck's wet feet. As the duck always lives in the water, so his feet are wet, and the kangaroo is worried about that. So, what will the duck do to make the kangaroo feel comfortable over land and sea? Let's find out how they go about it. The first stanza. Said the duck to the kangaroo, "Good gracious, how you hop over the fields and the water too, as if you never would stop." The duck said to the kangaroo that he was surprised. Good gracious, oh my God, he was surprised. So he says he was surprised at the capacity to hop. How he hops. Kangaroo jumps as easily over the water as it does over the fields. Or over the fields and water too. So, saying this, one feels that he would never stop. Next stanza. My life is a bore in this nasty pond, and I long to go out in the world beyond. I wish I could hop like you, said the duck to the kangaroo. The duck said to the kangaroo that he had a dull life here. My life is a boring, dull life in this filthy or dirty pond. He lived all the time in the dirty water of the pond. So he says, I wish I could hop like you. The duck desired to travel and hop like the kangaroo. So he wanted to travel the world beyond that pond. He very much wished to hop like a kangaroo. Then he says, please give me a ride on your back, said the duck to the kangaroo. I would sit quite still and say nothing but quack the whole of the long day through. Please give me a ride on your back. So he requested the kangaroo to give him a ride on his back. He promised. He said I would sit very quietly. He promised to sit very quiet. He would say nothing but only quack. Thus he would remain quite still all through the long day. Then the kangaroo says, and we would go to the Dee and Jelly-Bo-Lee, over the land and over the sea. Please take me on a ride. Oh, do, said the duck to the kangaroo. The duck proposed to go to the Dee and to the mountain side called Jelly-Bo-Lee. Dee is the name of a place here. Lee is the mountain side. Jelly-Bo-Lee. So these are imaginary names of places and mountains. So the duck says we will go to these places called Dee and Jelly-Bo-Lee, over the land and over the sea. So he makes a frequent appeal request to the kangaroo to go on this ride. So he requests him to take him on a ride. Please take me on a ride. Oh do means please do so. Now the kangaroo answers. Said the kangaroo to the duck, this requires a little reflection. Perhaps on the whole it might bring me luck, and there seems but one objection. The kangaroo said that the duck's proposal needed some requires some reflection, means some thinking about it. He has to think about it. So he says ki considering all aspects of it, the proposal might even be lucky for kangaroo. Perhaps on the whole it might bring me some luck, means if I take you on a ride it may be lucky for me also, but there seems but one objection. However, there is just one difficulty, one objection. Now what is that? He tells further, which is, if you will let me speak so bold, your feet are unpleasantly wet and cold, and would probably give me the rheumatiz, said the kangaroo. The kangaroo said that if the duck allowed him to speak frankly, means if he doesn't mind if he says frankly, there is one objection, and that is the duck's feet would cause the kangaroo some discomfort. They were very wet and cold, and their touch on the kangaroo's body could cause him rheumatiz. Now, rheumatiz, I will explain it later. He says ki he might caught rheumatiz if he comes in touch with his wet and cold feet. Now, rheumatiz, actually there is a question in the chapter later also, how why it is spelled rheumatiz. Actually, rheumatiz is the name of a disease related to bones, and that is rheumatiz, which spells RHEU, rhew, and MATISM, rheumatism. But here, making it interesting and rhyming with kangaroo, so rhew, which is RHEU, rheumatiz, it has been replaced with rheumatiz, rhew for kangaroo here. So kangaroo giving the disease, so it has been spelled like this, rheumatiz. So kangaroo was worried that his cold feet would cause him this disease, rheumatiz. Next, now said the duck, as I sat on the rocks, I have thought over that completely, and I bought 4 pairs of worsted socks which fit my web feet neatly. The duck said that he was already aware of that problem. Don't worry, sitting on the rock he had thought about it, and for the solution to overcome the problem he had brought 4 pairs of worsted socks, woolen socks, and these socks fit him very well. Don't worry about it. So he tells, don't worry, I will be wearing woolen socks. And to keep out the cold I have bought a cloak, and every day a cigar I'll smoke, all to follow my own dear true love of a kangaroo. Further he says that he had taken other measures also to keep out the cold. He had brought a cloak. Cloak means a gown, a robe, long gown, so he would be wearing that. He had also decided to smoke a cigar every day. He thinks smoking a cigar will keep out the cold, so he says every day I will smoke a cigar. Cigar is a kind of big cigarette. So he had done so much only. He says ki all this I have done only for the sake of following his true friendship with the kangaroo, following the love of a kangaroo. He had done all these measures. Then what the kangaroo says, said the kangaroo, I am ready, all in the moonlight pale, but to balance me well, dear duck, sit steady and quite at the end of my tail. So kangaroo said to the duck that he was ready to give him a ride. Now he is satisfied with all his arrangements. So he says, okay, I am ready. In the pale moonlight, the kangaroo asked his friend duck to sit, but sit quietly, motionless. It was necessary for the kangaroo to balance himself, so he asked him to sit at the end of his tail. And at last, so away they went with a hop and a bound, and they hopped the whole world 3 times round. And who's so happy? Oh, who? As the duck and the kangaroo. Thus, the duck and the kangaroo started their journey jumping and leaping. Hop and bound means jump and leaping. So they started their journey jumping and leaping. They traveled round the world 3 times. There was no one happier than the duck and the kangaroo. Who can be more happy? Who? The duck and the kangaroo. So no one would be more happier than duck and the kangaroo. So this was the poem Duck and Kangaroo by Edward Lear. I hope you understood it now. Next time we will be doing its question answers. That's all for now. Thank you. Bye bye.